Hi, welcome. I am Stephanie Balvaneda. The students know me as Miss B. I want to start off by thanking you for taking the time to be part of today's open house and also being involved in your students' education. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
I'm going to start off by going over and giving you an overview of the course. This course major goal is to change your mind about what math is. Students are going to be playing games in this classroom and they are going to try to find ways to beat their friends, but also be able to explain why a certain strategy will lead to a win every time. We're going to be examining networks of people and how they're connected through their travel. But eventually, these tools are all being learned because these are the same tools that can be used to track diseases, design computer networks, or even plan flights. So, in the class, students will be examining structures with patterns, they'll be predicting outcomes, and they'll be able to explain why these structures give you a certain result. This kind of mathematics that we're doing is very modern. Um, they are going to be doing a lot of group work in order to be able to convince others and even share their own unique ways of doing things. So, for parents to understand what discrete mathematics is, it's a very contemporary form of mathematics with many real world connections. In this course, they're going to be studying 5 topics. We have the theory of two-player games. We have graph theories, counting, cryptography, and they may not all make sense of what I'm saying, but you could just think of these topics as a way for helping students have deeper thinking. These topics were selected by math educators and university mathematicians, and they were with the purpose of producing work that would help students learn why things are true, as it is what makes things true. And yeah, so students should be coming up with a lot of games that they played in class. This course has been created as a course for college-bound students who have either got have received a C or better in Integrated Math 3, and it is a California State course that meets the requirement for the university. One of the things or the materials that students need in the classroom, they need to bring their laptops every day. They also need to make sure that they're bringing their chargers. They need to bring their pencils, erasers, pens. They need colored pencils, colored pens, highlighters, glue sticks, a calculator, and a spiral notebook just for this class. And then we kind of already went what the discrete mathematics course is mostly about, but I just want to emphasize the teamwork that will be happening in the classroom. Students are going to be communicating with each other a lot, collaborating in order to be able to further their mathematical reasoning. Plagiarism is not accepted in the classroom, so students are expected to create their own work. Homework, it will all be in Google Classroom, and I will be helping you navigate through that in a second. We will be having quizzes and assessments per unit, and the grade breakdown for this class will be 50% assessments and 50% formative student work. So assessments can include quizzes, exams, projects, portfolios, notebooks, and the final exam, whereas formative student work would be any homework or class participation or class work that I give during the class time. If everything will be posted in Jupyter Grades, and they will be able to see the units that we're in. So we're currently right now in Unit 1, we're doing games. And in all of these units, they have these mathematical practices. We make sense of problems, we reason abstractly and quantitatively. We will be constructing viable arguments, we model with mathematics, we use appropriate tools. We attend to precision, look for make use of structure, and we look for and express repeating reasoning. These are all standards of mathematical practice. So this course, even though it seems like we play a lot of games in the classroom, we are practicing these standards. Okay. with that, I want to go ahead and show you guys everything is in Google Classroom. Right now I am in period 2, but I have some students for discrete math in period 2, period 4, and period 1. But it'll look the same for all the students. So if you go into the section classwork, this is where students can see the homework assignments that have been given to them. So in Unit 1, so far they have 3 homework assignments. These are also reflected in their Jupyter grades. Same under class materials, you can see that here's the syllabus, here's the course overview. This just explains what the course is about. And then the most important one is this link to class notes. So if students are ever absent, they come in late to the classroom, or maybe they can't see the screen from where they're seated, if they click on this link, they are able to open the notebook that we go through in class. And these are updated in real time. So as I write, it is automatically being updated. So if for any reason students, let's say they were absent on August 10th, they go to the section of August 10th, and they can see all the notes. So this is what we did for the warm-up, and this is the problem that we dealt with in the classroom. And so this is what we do in the class. They can navigate through old notes if they need to, and they can see what we've done. And if we just go back to Google Classroom, again, we can see the assignments that were posted. I think the last thing that I just needed to go over is, if you have any questions, you can always email me. This is my email. And if for any reason emailing takes too long, you can also contact me through Jupyter Grades, and I will get back at you. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I will gladly respond to your questions. And again, thank you for being part of today's open house.